State of the Union. Critics also saying Trump's immigration rhetoric is pretty hollow given these new reports that Trump's own company deployed undocumented workers from Costa Rica to New Jersey. This is from the Washington Post, and it went back as far as 2002. And the Washington Post cites over a dozen sources, 16 workers in all, who say that Trump org managers knew. Now, I'm joined now by Anibal Romero, an attorney who represents 25 undocumented workers who served at Trump properties. This is so important. It's obviously super hypocritical. Like in the Hollywood movie, your character wouldn't be believable because your job is a little too easy politically. So walk us through what this means. Why should everyone believe these workers? Are they truthful? And where do you go from here?
Right. So I now represent 25 workers who work at 4 different golf clubs. What they are telling me is that they were hired as undocumented immigrants. Some of them, management helped them obtain these fraudulent documents. Others, I have a gentleman I represent, he was told to go find better fake-looking documents because the original ones that he provided weren't good-looking enough.
Is there any written evidence from that at the time?
Well, we have been in contact with the FBI. We've been in contact with the New Jersey Attorney General's office and the New York State authorities. We've actually sat down with New Jersey Attorney General. We submitted documents. We have pay stubs. And what the workers are telling me is that I represent 25, but what they are saying is that there were hundreds of undocumented immigrants working for the Trump organization. This is a federal crime.
Right. And look, you're an advocate, so you represent these folks.
Yes.
But the wider reporting from people who don't have a side in this does seem to reinforce your storyline. Reading again from this Washington Post stories, and they've really been all over this, a police report showing the club's head of security was told back in 2011 about an employee suspected of using false identification papers. So how high does this go? Is this something that was just local? Because there's a lot of use of undocumented labor in this country, as we all know. Sure. Or did it go higher?
Right. So what my clients are saying is that supervisors knew, managers knew, the general manager knew. That is why we've been calling for a complete and thorough federal investigation. We are certain if the Department of Homeland Security were to conduct an investigation, they will review business records, and they will find that there were hundreds of undocumented workers. I've seen pay stubs as far back as 2001. Some of these people have been working there 16, 17 years. And again, in one case, Victorina Morales, who was the first woman to come out, she said that management helped her obtain these fake documents.
So as you know, in the debates over the war on drugs, which is complicated, one of the things that has gotten more understanding is if there's an overwhelming demand inside the United States, then that demand will be met, right? It's kind of a market thing. Not that you encourage people to break the law. Is part of your argument basically in this case exposing that, as with the war on drugs, as long as the American economy has this demand, then it doesn't make sense to only blame the people who are coming in to serve the drugs?
No, absolutely. Look, there are 11 million undocumented immigrants living in the United States. Most of them are good people. They're decent people. They've been paying taxes. They have clean criminal records. And that's why I think it's important for Congress to really sit down and look for a solution here. We're dividing the country over an issue that really is laughable. They're here. They're working. They're good people. And the criminals, yeah, let's get rid of them, right? Well, there are only a few, right?
We wanted to talk to you because you're putting your finger on something important, which is if the only infraction is working for the Trump org or working for an American company that's in cahoots with you, that seems a little different than other types of crime that may genuinely scare Americans. Anibal Romero, thanks for telling us about your case.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate it, and we're going to keep an eye on it.
Thank you.
Up ahead, we take a turn to some